Run, Georgie, run! Hide from the evil!
Through the glass, I could see... Hi.
Monsieur.
I'll take a coffee.
I don't think so.
What?
The coffee you desire, monsieur.
Well, how do you know what coffee...
Because I look into your eyes, monsieur. Into your...
Is that right?
I see a tall glass of milky macchiato, sprinkled with chocolat, with a long spoon.
Wow. That's exactly what I want.
And it is precisely what you will not get. In my café, monsieur, I serve only café.
You know what? Suddenly I'm not thirsty anymore. So nobody else...
No, monsieur. I think the police...
Nico and I had a good idea who the killer was. Now all we had to do was persuade Navet.
Sir, I already tried starting it up. I think it's broken.
Nonsense, Moo. This machine has the power of 10 investigators.
But investigators never fail to start up, sir.
Your pessimism is duly noted, Moo. But have faith. This machine will analyze the scene, compute the data, and deduce everything for us. The location of the second shooter will... One moment.
A marvel indeed.
Your pessimism as... Let me...
If I could just...
Shh! Eh bien, Moo, now try realigning the laser matrix.
Sir, I have no idea what that is.
Move over, Moo. Now, let me see. Oscillating reverberator, refraction spectrometer. Check. Now, what can I do? Ah, Monsieur Stobart, it's only you. Glad you could fan her.
Inspector, I've got some good news.
Oh, yes?
I think I know who the killer is.
Really?
Yep, he's a gardener called Shears living in London.
Fascinating. And the good news?
We don't need to do your reconstruction.
You joke with me, Monsieur Stobart.
It's not a joke. This guy Shears was working for a Russian ex-mobster. It's all part of a highly complex fraud.
Gardeners, KGB, fraud. You are fantasists, Monsieur. And I have no time for fantasy. Reality. Now, stand over there and...
Well, who are we waiting?
Mademoiselle Collard and Father Simeon, please. Ah, Moo, a clever choice. But no cigar for you. Try the red.
Mon Dieu!
Lane.
Stobart.
What's the deal with that device?
It's a farce. They've been trying to get it working.
Looks like something out of a 50s sci-fi movie.
It probably...
I gather you're the man to ask about the provenance for the painting.
For La Maledictio? Well, you have been busy, haven't you, Stobart?
I'd like to see it.
So speak to Biju. She took care of the business side of the gallery. The provenance is in the office safe. She has the key.
Lane was a pushover when you had him cornered. Though it looked like Biju hadn't been completely honest with me after all. I needed to pay her another visit. What do you think of Moo?
Who,
The policeman.
I assume,
Why's that?
I believe one can tell
I'll bear that in mind. What do you think of now?
the man. I have better things to do than wait for these idiots to get their... The only silver lining is that Navet seems...
Okay, thanks.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I think... Yes, I was... Do it.
What have you done?
Pardon me, sir, but I believe it was you who said...
This is no time for blame. You have broken the machine.
Mon Dieu.
It was pointless trying to get a closer look at the machine while Navet... Excuse me.
Please, monsieur.
Inspector...
You must wait.
Sure, it can...
Monsieur Stobart, please remain within the main gate.
Nico, how's it going with Ronnie?
I'm avoiding him. He wants to take me off the story. How about you?
This reconstruction is a total waste of time.
I'll be over soon. Just finishing up here. Let me know if anything exciting does happen.
Will do.
See you later.
If I pulled the plug out, I'd just get Nave even more work. I decided to bide my time and wait for the right moment. If I pulled the plug, I decided to bide my... The poster looked old. I didn't need to touch it. Excuse me.
Not now.
I didn't want to waste time talking about everything in my pocket. Can I ask you...
If you...
What does it do?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Is Nave a good...
He's...
You like...
Do I...
Changed your opinion of...
Who?
Moo.
Who?
Never mind. Okay, thanks.
Yes, yes.
I had to hurry up and get out of there, not waste time. That would be... That wouldn't make any sense. It was pointless trying... That was where... If I pulled the plug out, I'd just get Nave even more worked up. I decided to bide my time and wait for the right... The security camera still kept... The bust stared haughtily at... Mr. Rickenbacker?
You better have some good news, Stobart.
I absolutely do.
Go on then, impress me.
I went to visit Medovsky, the owner of the painting, and Vera's security.
Go on.
I found some paperwork that proves Medovsky stole his own painting.
Great work. But we're gonna need more. You have to find the painting.
The artist restoring the painting claims there's a provenance that proves Medovsky is the owner.
Why do I sense some doubt here?
Take one guess who signed off on it.
I give up.
Hector Lane, the art critic responsible for the exhibition.
Oh, this gets better and better. Go and speak to Lane. Get a look-see at that provenance yourself.
I spoke with Lane. He says the provenance for the painting is in the gallery safe.
Good work, Stobart.
Apparently, Biju has the key, though when I talked to her earlier, she said she wasn't involved with the gallery.
You need to take a look at that provenance.
I'm going to go find out why she lied.
Get round there, Stobart. See if you can get the key to the safe, too.
Stobart. Monsieur Stobart, you will not leave until...
But I just need to...
This is a reconstruction. You will...
Okay. I considered making a run for it, but forcing Moo to chase me would have... And it would have been silly to risk my investigation. Better to play along with Nave and get the reconstruction over. Inspector Nave. What seems to be the problem?
Monsieur Stobart, if Paris' finest cannot get this very then I doubt if an insurance...
I'm an insurance...
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah? Well, la-di-da-di you back.
Whatever. You are neither qualified nor clever enough.
Like us.
What was that, Moo?
I said, unlike us, sir.
Have you been a detective long?
Long enough, monsieur?
You've solved a lot of crimes, I guess.
More than you have had.
Well, I've had a lot of hot...
Oh, yes? How many?
What?
Precisely how many hot dinners have you had, monsieur?
I don't know.
You prove my point for me, monsieur. Precision and accuracy.
You truly are a unique...
Oh, I'm glad you are.
I was sure I could get... If I could just get... Inspector Nave. I know this sounds obvious, but...
Monsieur Stobart, do you really think I would be so stupid as to not check?
We all make...
What a ridiculous... Look, I can see... Ah.
Do you need assistance?
Very funny. One moment.
That got rid of him. Now is my chance. I was going to have to figure that out quickly. Time to get the show on the road.
See, Moo? I knew I would get it working.
I'm not sure that you...
Precisely. You knew my superior intellect would win through in the end.
Yes, sir. Sir, I beg your pardon, but I think there is a teeny snag.
Go on.
We have no victim.
Good God, Moo. Are you suggesting I kill someone for the sake of this reenactment?
No, sir. Just saying we need a body, sir.
Ah, yes. I see. You'll make a detective yet, Moo. I, of course, foresaw this, and I nominate... you.
Me? Well, I'm not dead.
Have you ever acted, Monsieur Stobart?
Well, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I went down a storm playing the lead in Cat on a Felt-Tip Roof last summer. No.
So, not the lead. Nevertheless.
But he looks not...
Oh, damn it. Let me...
Relying on Nave's problem-solving skills could mean a long... I had to find something to make me more like Henri. I'll have a look around. Maybe I'll find something.
Yes, you do that. Verisimilitude is the key, Stobart. Ah, you have arrived at last. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Father Simeon,
Hi, Joe.
welcome to this...
Let me...
not quite.
But that's...
Tell me about it.
So what...
Carry on anyway.
What about...
Ignore him.
And this shop?
The reconstruction?
Joe.
It's Nave's...
But we are...
Sure we do.
Quiet, please! How can I come?
Lane was right. The best place to find Henri's things was in his office. On the head of the statue was a pair of... maybe, just... Henri... Oh, man. The priest was right. Evil was abroad. It was a bat... I opened the... I wasn't going to open the safe with... It was a statue... The phone... It was a hookah pipe. Some of the stuff must have been collected. Yeah, it was certainly nothing. Henri's guitar. Poor man would... Hello, Father.
Mr. Stober.
I'm not...
I'll pray.
If you...
The Lord...
Hello, Father.
Mr...
Huh?
I'll...
If you...
The Lord is all...
I've found...
Stole or found? Come on, everyone, in...
This process is
God moves in mysterious...
Indeed.
Shh! Stobart, you are supposed to be dead.
I tried to tell Nave the truth of...
Didn't he believe you? You're a man of...
His faith is in science.
Monsieur Stubble,
Yes, Inspector?
you are fiddling.
I just wanted to show Father Simeon...
Well, don't. They dead. They do not, and they certainly do. So, please.
Nave wasn't going to let me show... but that wouldn't stop me talking. Father?
Yes, my...
You keep talking about the nun.
They are a cult, a warped branch of Christianity that reveres Lucifer as...
I can see how that might...
The Vatican is the least of your worries.
Last time we met, you said the stolen
Let me explain. I'm a Dominican, Mr. Stobart.
Why?
Because heresy is evil.
Okay.
For 1,000 years we have fought against heresy. Indeed, Dominicanis, Dominican.
Very
Now this painting, the Benedictio.
Whoa, hold on. How?
Because it is filled with Gnostic imagery. And
What kind of imagery?
Evil imagery. The Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail. Images of false saints, heretical saints.
So you think the painting itself is evil?
It trails murder in its wake, Mr. Stoke.
And murder is police work, monsieur.
The Ouroboros. What?
It is a Gnostic symbol. There are trees illustrated. They symbolize knowledge. The painting must be destroyed to stop this.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is the first set of results. Only 36 more. Please remain in position while we reset the machine. You may relax and talk amongst yourselves.
Vade retro satana.
What's the matter?
It is worse than I thought.
What is it? It's just a sketch.
Not just a sketch. The painting.
I wondered if it was something I'd said.
I have to get out of here. Now.
Father Simeon, I forbid you to leave. This is an official investigation.
Don't you understand? A great evil is upon us. The painting is evil. The heretical Gnostics in league with the devil himself.
The devil?
Don't you understand? The tabula veritatis, the tablet of truth. It is real.
Well, well, someone is upset. Pressing your witnesses a little too hard, Inspector Nave?
And you are? This is official police business?
Richard Langham, Interpol, serious art theft. We spoke on the phone, Inspector?
Ah, yes, sir. You didn't say you would be attending my crime scene.
What exactly is this machine, Inspector?
A little invention of mine, Monsieur Langham. It will compute whose blood this is on the floor, and...
Not to worry, Inspector. Perhaps you could move aside? I'm intrigued to see what you're up to.
Ah, of course. It is rather groundbreaking.
Pizza box. It looks like your suspect was a Hawaiian, Inspector.
A Hawaiian? Mon Dieu! Mo! Get on to the Hawaiian embassy straight away. There is a surf killer on the loose. Alert the airports and the surf shops.
Sorry, Inspector. I mean, Hawaiian pizza. Your blood stain is a pizza sauce.
Pizza? Mo! You fool! Forget the surf shops. Get on to the Italian embassy. This has mafia written all over it.
Nah, Inspector, if you don't mind, I'd like to speak to your witnesses. And in the meantime, perhaps you should try and get your priest back. Madame Collard, Mr. Stobart, I assume. Can I buy you...
Langham sounded a little more on the ball. Maybe he'd bring a dose of common sense to the case.
So,
Inspector Nave brought me up to speed and told me about you guys.
I can guess what he said. But what's your interest in the robbery?
I've been tracking a gang of art thieves for some time, and this looked like a good lead. But Nave is worse than useless. I was hoping you might be able to help.
We're flattered.
Just doing our jobs.
We all are, or at least trying to. So, maybe we can help each other. I gather you insured the exhibition.
That's right, and we're liable to lose a packet.
Any leads so far?
Maybe. There's a Russian guy called Medovsky who turns out to be the owner of the painting.
Medovsky?
You know him?
Oligarch, oil, art, aluminium. Ex-KGB. Very nasty. You need to be careful. Medovsky's dangerous. He kills anyone who gets in his way.
For a cop, Langham seemed okay. Trouble with doing deals with cops, there's usually a payback down the line. But I figured that'd be a price worth paying to bring down Medovsky. We found evidence that links Medovsky to the company that installed the security at the gallery.
Interesting.
And one of his men, a guy called Shears, was in Paris on the day of the robbery.
Really?
We also found a letter from someone called Gainan wanting to buy the painting from Medovsky.
Gainan? The name rings a bell? Did you find anything else about him?
No, we were in a hurry.
What about the priest?
Ah, the good Father Simeon. Well, something spooked him, that's for sure.
So I gather.
He kept saying La Maledizio was evil.
Perhaps he's right. It certainly caused evil, hasn't it? I'll take leads from anyone, Mr. Stobart, even a crazy priest. Let's keep in touch. Thank you for your help. Coffee's on me, or rather, on Interpol. Miss Collard, Mr. Stobart.
So, George, what do you think?
Interesting. He seems to be on top of things.
I agree.
You know, Nico, this could start getting dangerous.
You think Langham's right about Medovsky?
Well, he appears to be on the ball.
I thought he was cute.
He was English, Nico. They're all cute to you.
Hidden depths, too.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about my hidden depths?
You showed me those long ago, Georges. Well, I'm off home to write up the story so far. You?
I have to see a woman about a dog. A stuffed dog, that is.
You're talking riddles again, Georges.
I need to pay Biju another visit. She's not been completely honest with me. Biju had told me she didn't have anything to do with the business. But Lane said the opposite. One of them was lying.
Yes?
Biju, it's George again. The air was heavy with incense and alcohol. Reminded me of the old alma mater. What happened?
Josh, please help me. I'm lost.
No! Help me, you must help me!
What's wrong, Biju?
I can't play our song. I've lost Henri and now our song.
You mean the record? How did it happen?
I stumbled and trod on it by mistake.
What song was it, Biju?
I'm lost without it. Lost.
The name of the song, Biju.
Jasmine. It was our song.
I'll see what I can do. Lane tells me you've got the provenance, that you did all the paperwork for the gallery.
Oh dear, my head is going round and round and round.
Biju, I need to know.
All the papers are in the safe, in the gallery office. Stop asking all these questions.
Biju, where's the key to the safe?
Henri? You're not Henri. I'm keeping the key just like Henri asked.
Could I borrow that key, please?
Oh, I need my tune. Nothing else matters.
I couldn't get any sense out of her in that state. I had to find a way to get the safe key. Who sang this?
My darling Henri, of course. You got to number 2 in the Swedish charts. Get me another one, Jean.
I guess
Oh,
I felt terrible.
please help me.
Biju's favorite. There was no. The small stuffed dog had pride of place on the table. Its little face reminded me of Henri. Its coat even matched his hair. Some dogs really do look like their owners. Henri looked very... I arrived back at the shopping arcade. I had a closer look at Bassam's stock.
Check it out, George. I've had quite a stock update, and I've...
Hey, Bassam, how's business?
Good to see you. Gotta say, the new branding's hitting.
Sold anything?
This is a soft market, George. Look to the margins. Look to the...
What's your latest bargain?
Bargain? I prefer... Look at the store.
Any other bargains?
Got a batch of phone covers.
Let me guess. Ryan's?
Got it in...
Thank you. They looked interesting. A stack of those cards that play music.
George, what can I do?
Does one of your cards play the song Jazz?
Sounds familiar. Let me check the database. I think that's by the Hairy Lobsters.
Bassam certainly knew his stock.
Aha! Here it is.
How much?
It's yours, if you mention my shop to 3 other people.
Done. Thanks. Thank you. The door was...
Yes?
Biju, it's George again. How about this card? It plays the tune.
How song! Oh, how wonderful! Dance with me, Henri.
Biju?
Henri? Oh, you're not Henri.
Can I have the key to the safe?
Henri, is that you?
I'd have more luck persuading her if I looked...
Oh, Henri, just dance with me.
I found myself at Biju's well-equipped dressing table. A picture of Henri had pride of place. I grabbed a strip. Prepare for wax. Lots of cotton. I wondered if red was my color. I once painted my toenails with my mother's varnish. Still not sure. I didn't want it on my eyes, but perhaps a slight dusting. My hair was now the same color as Henri's. Time to bring Henri back to life. Henri had more facial hair than me. I needed a brown goatee. I looked nothing like Henri. I decided to clean my face and start again. Getting there, but I needed a little more. Henri had more facial hair than me. I needed a brown goatee. I needed more facial hair. I added Henri's glasses. I looked more and more like a gallery owner. Looking good, but not quite there yet. I needed to flower power my outfit. I added Henri's Brett to my disguise, made my eyes water. Getting there, but I needed a little more. That was almost a great... That would be point. My hair was already... My mouth sadly devoid of facial hair. My hair was now brown. If I had to wear glasses... My mouth the smell of the cologne brought tears. My lapel. I cleaned my face before getting up. I didn't want to mix Mozart with hairy lobsters. Stealing a flower from a corpse. Henri looked very much... The small stuffed dog had pride of place on the table. Its little face reminded me of Henri. Its coat even matched his hair. Some dogs really do look like their owners. I needed a better idea. Sorry, little fella. I'll see you in Rio. It was working, but I needed something else. Henri had more facial hair than me. I needed a brown goatee. I added on. I looked more. Getting. I needed. I added Henri's flower to my buttonhole. The jasmine definitely gave me that perfect hippie vibe. It was working. With my mouth firmly closed, I added the wax strip to my upper lip. Instant goatee. Getting there, but I needed a little more. I added Henri's Brett to my disguise. Made my eyes water. There. As I looked into the mirror, I saw Henri looking back at me.
Henri, there you are, you naughty boy. Dance with me, my little roll mop. I've missed you.
With pleasure, chérie.
Oh, Henri, isn't this wonderful? Just like old times.
Biju, darling, I need the safe key. Do you have it?
Of course. Didn't I promise? Here it is, sweetie.
She's so cool, she's pure adrenaline.
Better let her sleep. I had the key. And Besides, I wanted to get my hands on that letter of provenance. I was surprised to see Father Simeon at the cafe.
George, a moment, if you please.
Is everything all right, Father?
No, my son. Great evil is up. That sketch you showed me in the gallery. It showed an image hidden inside the Ouroboros.
Dangerous?
The symbol represents a heresy, an object that the Gnostics call... It is a tablet of lies, a tool of...
Tell me more about this Tabula Veritatis.
It is an artifact It was smuggled out of the Holy Land millennia ago and brought to Europe by the Cathars, an evil... In 1209, the Church launched a glorious crusade in the Cathar heartland. We wiped out almost all the Cathars, and with my order, the Dominicans, were formed at that time to seek, but we failed in our primary objective. We did not... We presumed it lost, but the painting suggests it is still in...
How is La Maledicción?
I believe it contains clues that point to the... Clues constructed. If someone were to decrypt the painting and find... Who knows what evil would be unleashed.
So, you're suggesting that this image of the Tabula Veritatis...
It is obvious now. And the tree it contained symbolized...
Were the Cathars all killed?
All that came forward to fight, but like a weed, their roots were deep.
I still don't get why the Gnostics are so evil.
They see God as simply the creator of the physical, and revere Lucifer as the lord of the spiritual.
Wow. What's so terrible about this tablet?
Like Lucifer himself, the Gnostics could be anywhere. We must talk somewhere more private.
Thank you, Father. That was some story.
Be careful. Guard this knowledge. There are those who would do anything to find the tabula.
Please excuse me. I have to get back to the gallery.
I will remain here and follow you when no one is looking. I have more I must tell you.
I had to get into the gallery and find the provenance, but I was really looking forward to hearing what else Father Simeon had to tell me.
What do you get if you multiply 6 by 9?
Simeon wasn't going to talk to me while the waiter was there. Hi.
Miss...
How was...
You and the other witness...
Hi.
Miss...
How was...
You...
The door was locked. The office looked quiet. It was the tomato sauce from the killer's pizza. Time to look in the safe. I opened the compartment. The ring had an inscription, Henri and Biju forever. Huh. Henri had bought Biju a big diamond ring. I had a feeling the ring would be useful. A note was attached to the front of a document. It read, Chérie, this should do the trick. Now, why would Hobbs be sending romantic little... That had to be... It clearly stated that Medovsky was the owner, but I'd learned... I had to take a closer look at this. At first glance, the provenance looked authentic, but something wasn't right. A list of previous owners all the way back to the 30s. A letterhead from a fancy London auction house and Lane's signature. It certainly looked the part. A list of previous owners, all... A letterhead from a fancy... It certainly looked the part. A list of A letterhead. It certainly looked... A list of previous owners. A letterhead. It certainly looked... A list of previous owners, all... A letterhead from a fancy London auction house and Lane's signature. It certainly looked... A list of previous owners all the way back. A letterhead. It certainly looked the part. A list of previous... It's... The two documents didn't match. The sketch was drawn on similar paper to the provenance. The coffee cup stains matched exactly, as did the tear. The provenance must have been created by Hobbs. It was a fake, which meant Medovsky wasn't the true owner. I had to get out there and find out what happened. The diamond ring was just what Father?
The Gnostics. You must stop them.
Who did this, Simeon?
Don't let them. The tablet.
Those were his last words. First Henri, now Simeon. Simeon had been carrying a scan of an old manuscript with a covering note. Both were written in Latin. Fortunately, I hadn't forgotten. The note read, the Tabula Veritatis only appears in one file. The Inquisition into Heretical Depravity by Nicholas Emmerich, A.D. 1376. Scan attached. The note was signed by the Vice Prefect of the Vatican Archives. Simeon must have done some digging after he recognized the symbol on Hobbes's sketch. It was a photocopy of an old Latin text. Although a bit rusty, my Latin was still up to the job. It read, "And thus spoke the accused. In this ritual we find succor. Clad in blue, the perfecti take the form of the spiritual and look towards the rising sun, toward the tree of knowledge. Clad in green, the credentes look the other way, towards the setting sun, where stands the tree of life. And all shall know that the light of knowledge is blue, and that the light of life is green. For thus was the light of Eden, both blue and green, intertwined with the light of man to become pure. Pure light, white light, pure light will win." So it was written in the old texts, affirmed by the Tabula Veritatis. And these were the accused's last words. It was powerful stuff. I wondered how it connected to La Maledictio.
My God, what have you done?
Huh? I know this looks like...
Like you've been caught red-handed?
Excuse me.
George, something terrible has happened at the apartment.
Nico, hang on. Lane, it's not what it looks like.
Murdering a priest, Stobart? Is there no end to your depravity?
It's a simple misunderstanding. Look, I need to go. I'll be at Nico's apartment. Nico!
In here. Oh, hi, George.
I thought you were being attacked.
When I arrived, there was someone here. He rushed me, knocked me down.
Did you get a look at him?
No, it happened so quick, and then he was gone.
What a mess. This blood. Where's Marquez?
I don't know. He must be badly hurt. Or dead.
Not another killing.
What do you mean?
I just came from the gallery. Father Simeon's been shot.
My God! Who did it?
I don't know. But before he died, he begged me to stop the Gnostics from raising the devil.
The devil? Whoever's doing the killing, Georges, it's certainly not him.
Okay, but who? Simeon and Marquez were both attacked at the same time. Just what are we up against?
I don't know. But whoever came here was looking for something. The place has been ransacked. I'm going to clean up. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I'll take a look around. Tiny flying pug. Weird. I wondered how one man could have so many pugs. Medium-sized pug with wings. Very odd. Large flying pug. Very strange. Pug on canvas. Surprisingly cool. Pug in love. It was a large statue of a pug. Heidi Boo Pug. Not so Heidi Boo Pug. pug cushion. Mini pug on a shelf. Bookend pug, book pug. I'd found all the little fellas. Or had I? Yes, I had. I definitely found them all. There'd clearly been a struggle. Marquez, I spotted something in the mess. It was Marquez's family. Marquez wouldn't have intentionally left the photo. Signs of a struggle. Signs of a struggle. There was still quite a blow. I really hoped that... The chair had been... But there was something glinting underneath. It was Marquez's medallion. Nico's neighbor had quite an impressive coin collection. I couldn't leave now. It was Marquez. Marquez wouldn't have intentionally. It was definite. Part of the family. The very section that was so clear in Nico's photo. The statues were quite strong. The statues were quite... It was Marquez's... The medallion the young Marquez... The handwritten note read, Cherie. Seemed like... The chair was tipped. Signs of a... I couldn't leave now. It was an old piece of paper with a slightly... Simeon's notes were related to the tabula veritatis, whatever it was. The illustration showed a group of colored figures engaged in... The blue and green figures appeared to be in... The crowd in the foreground were colored red. I guessed it was a representation of the ritual in the text. I couldn't leave now. Nico had gone to clean the blood off her. The sofa was a real mess, but there was something between the cushions. It was one of the photographs that Nico had taken during the robbery. It showed a section of La Malediccio. Marquez had written on it.
Hey, Josh, you...
Marquez and one of your... Marquez. Simeon...
We should... Hold on. Hello? Oui?
This is in... I am looking for the American.
Yes,
Mon Dieu! Stay calm, madame.
in my neighbor's apartment.
Do not worry. I am just moments away.
But he seems...
Trust me, madame. The leopard...
That was Nave. You're in big trouble.
Lane saw me with Simeon's body. He set me up for sure.
Well, Nave's on his way, and he'll be here
We have to go, Nico, now.
down the back stairs. We'll go through Flush.
Ah, there you are. Right on time.
Sorry, Flo, but we can't stop.
Suit yourself.
Damn it. Sergeant Moo is outside the door. He's...
Oh, no.
Who?
My neighbor.
Ah, the pug...
That's the one.
Hey, Fleur. Great to see you again. You were expecting us?
30 more seconds and you would have been caught. Charged with the murder of a priest.
Whoa.
News travels fast. Take this.
What do I do? Bribe Moo?
You will find... Now, excuse me. I think it's time you planned your...
Oh, hey.
Hi, Nico. They say I can't go up...
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder why, too. Yeah, I'm George.
Adam.
I know.
Fleur, can I sit here for a while until the police...
By all means.
So what now?
You take a look around. I'll see if there's a way to get past Moo.